And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back here to Huntington, New York at the Dix Hills Ice Arena for our 8th and final game this evening of the Pink the Rink Showcase here, Columbus Day weekend. Steve Catrone here down the rink side. Alongside me is Josh Hirsch. And we got, like I said, our 8th and final game, the under 16 between the Lady Islanders and the visiting Connecticut Northern Lights. And Josh, we just came off a double overtime thriller between a couple teams, between the New Jersey Rockets and the Connecticut Ice Cats, which was a great game. We hopefully will have this one, which will finish up as a great game as well. As we'll get started here and underway, Northern Lights in the blue jerseys going left to right. The pink jerseys here from Hamilton Lane Investment Group for the Lady Islanders. They'll be going from right to left on your screen.
Goaltender matchup, Madison Romano for the Islanders and Hallie Usiglio for the Northern Lights.
So with that, we are underway here. As the puck is dribbled out here, Pilsen will control it, then send it up along the far side boards. Picked up there by Salerno. And she'll drive hard right wing. Fast pace to start to this game on the backhand. Salerno trying to get it through. Goes off the side of the net. And it cycles back around. A big bump check there. No call. As it cycles around here once more. Looking for the backside. Not there. Trying to find Hayes. Puck dribbles in the corner and steered aside by Useglio. And the Lights will try to take it out here. The Northern Lights up to the point, but Pilsen will stop it at the red line, send it back in and wait for her teammates to touch up, and they'll go off for a change. So a quick pace of this after coming off of a double overtime. Quite a sluggish game between the two teams that we had after being exhausted all night. These two teams with a great jump here for the first 45 seconds of our game.
Well, remember that last game we were used to the 10 unders, and the last game started, we're like, wow, they're fast, and now these guys are even faster.
Bringing up here, this is Wynn. Lets a shot go, and a hold and glove down there by Romano. With just about a minute to go here in the first. Try to get some of the scratches here as well.
Familiar names for Royal fans. Melissa Arujo, Matt's sister, Salerno, Tyler.
Face off here won by the Lady Islanders up on the far side. Bouncing puck though. Slapped that and get forward there by Julie Waltz. And sent down. Excuse me, that was Ferry. Comes up on the near side right in front of the Islanders bench. Now comes out to the high slot. Backhand chance by Provost. And that's picked off. And brought up and ahead on the back side there by the Lady Islanders. Strong stretch pass. Looking ahead for Hubert. Now will be swept in. A save there by Useglio. Now has a little bit of trouble with it. As it's poked there by a couple different players, including Hubert.
Miscommunication with their own defenseman there. Whether to play it.
Chop down here from the point. That's DeGuire. And now the Connecticut team will try to play it up along the near side. Stopped at the point. Held there for a moment by Shablin. And Shablin able to keep it down low. Chance here for Hayes as she pirouettes back behind her in the net. All the way out to DeGuire. So shot through traffic is knocked down, however. Shablin now has that taken away. The Northern Lights will try to clear, but Hayes comes over. A good stop there to hold it at the point before it finally dribbles out. And Stapleton will have a tough here as Hayes throws down a player. And Waltz coming right off the bench here. Player falls down. Looked like that was Catalano. As we tick down with 12:45 to play here in the first. Still no score. And it could be a free chance here. 2-on-1. Hayes down left wing. Sends it across with Catalano. Catalano can't quite get a shot off. She sends it. It goes off the end boards. And Hayes will have to trace after it. And the Hayes now working on the half wall. Drifts it away. Has the puck taken away. And then Lights will be able to send it out. Interesting team name, Connecticut Northern Lights. Not something you would normally see for a hockey team. No less for a hockey team from Connecticut, but nonetheless, they're here in the dark blue jerseys. And a 2-on-2 scrum inside the corner here. A couple players staring and watching. The puck's not moving. Held up along the near side. And a player goes down hard there in the corner. Before it's sent around. Now back ahead behind the cage. A couple players whacking at it. That's Spears as well, 47 in pink, now held. Pushed ahead by Catalano. She can't quite get it. Spears ties up her defender. And now Catalano will try to skate out. Could hurry. It could be a 3-on-1 here for the Lady Islanders. Pulling off the change. Now Catalano lines up a shot. Glove save there by Usiglio. And she'll hold on and force the face-off.
Good rip there from Catalano on the right side. And looked like a very casual glove save there for Hallie Usiglio.
Getting through a couple of scratch. To make sure who technically the home team is for this game. Lady Islanders, even though playing in their home rink and their building, haven't been the home team for all the games. This is a bit of a showcase tournament. So the teams, a lot of these are exhibitions. Summer league games. There's a shot from the point, goes through traffic and ends up in the far corner. Comes out to the point and then just past Spears. She'll have to retreat into her own end. Spears now with some speed back behind her own cage. Backhands it up, looking for Hubert. Bouncing puck, though, is knocked down. Now picked up by Pilsen behind her own net. Up along the near side. Pilsen will have to retreat, get some help from Spears. 4 minutes into this game here. Long stretch pass up ahead, looking for Melissa Araujo. Again, as you mentioned, Josh, sister of Matt Araujo, plays for the Royals here in the same building. We'll see him next weekend on a Saturday night game. You can watch that game live on fasthockey.com. But if you're watching this game out in the monitors, out in the lobby, we appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out with us. If you're also watching via YouTube, you can head on over to ladyislanders.org. You can forward that link over to some family and friends to watch tonight's game. It'll take you right over to a YouTube channel where this game is being simulcast live across the internet. Coming in on the hard right side, turnaround, wraparound chance by Hubert off the side of the net. And now Hayes will have to give chase into the corner. A little bit of help from Salerno. Shot goes off the side. I don't know if Usiglio had a chance on that. Hayes now trying to make a move as he's bumped off the puck. And now the Northern Lights will be able to skate it up and away. This is Fuzailov. And she loses it before it comes in off sides. It's 45 Abigail. I'm assuming Fuzailov? Fuzailov, okay. It's Fuzaylov. L-O-V, I should say. So Fuzailov. That original play there to get it out of the zone for the Northern Lights. Faceoff will be just outside of the Connecticut zone here. Lady Islanders win the draw. Chop that for a little bit before now it's brought ahead. Slapped out by Duvall. She sticks with it here on the right side and sends it in deep. DeGuire will try to grab it up along the backside here. Gets a little bit of help from some of her teammates and now starting to rush out the other way, trying to skate ahead and push the issue. This is Hoffman. Hoffman in the corner has a couple players cutting to the net. Can't quite get a handle on it, however. And it'll skitter into the near side corner. Out to the point, bounces over. Duvall now will take it. Centering feed across, looking for her teammate. On the backside there, that was Sirios, excuse me. And now back behind the net. The Connecticut team still going. Sirios can't quite hold it down. Bouncing puck, though, still loose here. Now grabbed by Olmstead before she has it stripped away. And now with some speed, this is Shablin. Or Shablin, however you want to pronounce it. I think it's Shablin.
Sheblin, I think.
Sheblin.
Yeah.
That's even worse. I apologize for anybody mispronouncing that one. Sheblin. Had that little rush there, but now it's thrown back into the Lady Islanders zone. Over and across. This is Olmstead. She'll send it back low. Collision down in front, right in front of the netminder. No call there as the Lady Islanders look to break out. Stretch pass up to Araujo. Has two players cutting across. It's Salerno and Hayes just onside. Rip shot, then score! Salerno, top shelf.
Great shot.
Looked like Hayes might have been a step offside, but it was close enough. Too. But nonetheless, the play continues. And Ava Salerno with a great shot. And the assist goes to Araujo.
Lady Islander goal scored by number 29, Ava Salerno. Assist to number 41, Melissa Araujo. Time of the goal, 5:56 of the first period. And that's Salerno from Araujo at 5:56 of the first.
So the Islanders will take a lead here, 1-0, just 6 minutes into this first period. Bouncing puck settled for a moment at the point. Hayes tries to go forward. Now we'll have to wait for everybody to touch back up, as Salerno will play it back to a defense group, as Pilsen will play it over and across to Spears.
In the NHL, that would definitely have been a coach's challenge on the offsides.
Spears up to Araujo. Nice touch pass over to Salerno, the goal scorer. Two of them have hooked up already here just moments ago. Centering feed in front has Hayes. Can't quite get it past. The defender tied up her stick as she was trying to scoot it on past Auxilio. And Pilsen will try to settle it down. Salerno now will drop pass back out to Spears. Up along the near side, this is Hubert with some speed cutting across center ice. Trying to let a shot go, dances around one defender before finally poked away and sent off the boards. Pushing down forward, this is Chrissy Kowalski. She's able to chop out it, getting some help from Hoffman. The second line here, Hoffman, Hubert, and Kowalski. Hoffman with a shot, whistles high off the back glass. Hubert goes down. And the puck squirts free right here in front of the near corner. Couple jabs at it before Spears now has to retreat back into her own zone. And she'll take her time here as the Islanders will go ahead and change some of the forward pairs. Up ahead now on the right side. This is Kowalski gaining zone. Bouncing puck, sticking with it, rolling, trying to get a shot off, but can't. And it's steered aside back behind the end line there. Two players collide and a big shove there. No penalty called, as that was Olmstead and Kowalski combining. And it looks like Kowalski got the worst of it, and she ended up on the puck, and we'll have a face-off here as the puck has been stopped.
Yeah, Olmstead knocked Kowalski down. She just stuck on top of the puck, and they blew it dead. Offensive zone draw, though, coming up for the Lady Islanders.
Face-off here will be to the right of Usiglio.
No, they're going to move it out.
Actually, yeah, so they'll move it out here. He's got trapped under one of the Islanders players. It's like Stapleton, Hayes up front here. On the back end, you have Sheblin along with DeGuire.
DeGuire's got a sister, Olivia, who's the goalie on one of the younger Lady Islander teams.
And we saw her earlier today get a win for them. As we tick down under 7 to play here in the first period. Still the 1-0 score. Salerno with the goal, assist to Araujo, the only difference here thus far. It's a bouncing puck here picked up by DeGuire. He's hustled there quickly and has to send it around immediately. And now back onto the stick of Hayes. She can hustle, might be able to make it 2-1-1, but she overskates it, has to play it off the glass, and a bouncing puck into the zone. Stapleton will give chase as well. Catalano down low. A quick wrist shot by Hayes. Save. Rebound is still loose. And Catalano trying to get a stick on it at the last second, but Usiglio comes up with the save and the cover.
Yeah, nice save and good job to grab the rebound out of the air after she got the first piece. Made a couple of really good point-blank saves. Nothing she could really do on that goal by Salerno.
So face-off will be to the left of Usiglio.
There's been a lot of stick jockeying between Araujo and Lexi Nguyen. They go at it again.
Wrist shot from the point, save Usiglio. Rebound is loose, and Araujo almost was able to get a backhand on it as it heads into the corner. Bouncing puck still free here. Sent out to center and picked up here by Hoffman, who will settle it down and then try to force the issue, and she does. Able to keep it alive still. On her backhand, drop pass for Araujo, just couldn't quite turn on it. Nice little give and go. Back to Araujo again. Down low to Hoffman. Has Salerno in front if Hoffman could try to get it to her. Instead, double team has to send it around. Now Araujo will give chase on the forecheck as it's sent around by Waltz here of the Northern Lights team, and it's then cleared out through center, and the Islanders defense will have to chase back. This is Sheblin and DeGuire, the two defense pairs. We've seen Spears and Pilsen paired together. A lot of speed here. Bouncing puck is loose. Chasing after that was Olmstead for the Connecticut Northern Lights. Bouncing puck in the slot, though. Pushed ahead again by Waltz. And the Lady Isles will recover here with 5:20 to play. Up to Emma Hayes. Bouncing puck. She has a chance for a break here. She's going to be hounded from behind. On her backhand goes forehand. Lifts it up and over. Just over the crossbar. Might have went off the glove, though, of Usiglio.
Definitely.
Puck comes out to the point. This is Spears. She'll just casually send it back down into the corner. The Lady Isles will try to set up a forecheck. As Salerno now will pick it up along the near side boards. Out to Pilsen at the point. She jabs at it. Hounded there and pushed forward by Fuzailov. And now overskating the puck, however, is Wynn. Down low, this is Hubert. Looking for some help as the Islanders were changing. Pilsen comes over to the point to stop that, forces the pass to go rink wide. Spears now grabs it and will dump it back in. So we'll go down low on the forecheck. And the puck squirts all the way out, and it'll be a little bit of a foot race. Won't go far enough for an icing. As Hoffman will get there first. It actually does trickle for icing. It looked like it was slowing down quite a bit and just kept on carrying, however. So it favors the Isles here on the icing. They'll have a face-off inside the Connecticut zone.
Yeah, I agree. That puck looked like it wasn't going to get there, and it just kept going.
So the face-off will be to the left of Usiglio. And Hoffman wins the draw back. Pilsen comes up from the point, able to hold it in. Spears gives her a hand. And the two defense are able to come together to keep the puck alive. And Spears 1-on-3, able to keep it alive there again for a moment. And now stretch pass up for Duvall at center ice. She'll have to hustle here. Icing is waved off her, and Pilson now will go into the corner, but Pilson gets there first. And working back behind the net before Hoffman joins the play. Sent around, hops over Siros' stick. Siros loses that. Pilson will pick it up here as well. Works on the left side, trying to play it up on the near side here. Centering feed in front. Oh, good chance there for Siros. And now it's sent off the glass, but not out. Siros trying to keep it alive here for Connecticut. Hops over the line. Duvall will give chase. Knocked away there by Spears. Siros now will put a shot in, save. And it's steered aside there by Romano. First action she's really seen in quite some time. So the Lady Islanders have done a great job in the offensive zone. Skating up now, Hoffman, a cross-ice pass. Deflected in. The two Islanders players collide. Didn't quite see each other right away. One of them was Kowalski going down. Ends up on 3-on-3 the other way. This is Olmsted. Across looking for Duvall. On her backhand, has the puck taken away though nicely. And the Islanders could go ahead and skate it ahead. This is Emma Hayes giving chase, forcing Lexi Wynn to have to peel back behind her own net. Up along the near side. A lot of players combine and collide there. Bouncing puck is still loose as Catalano punches at it a few different times before it's then swept over into the corner by Waltz. Wynn will now pick it up here. Near side trying to clear it. She finally does. And Fuzailov will be the forechecker here along with Provost for Connecticut. 2:30 to play here in the first period. Still 1-0 lead for the Lady Isles. They try to clear it out of the zone. Can't. Goes cross rink. And having to retreat back into the own zone is Sheblin. Haven't had a whistle here in a little while. Several minutes now of continuous play. Sheblin able to force up, trying to get it to Araujo. Sheblin will then take it herself. She'll work on her backhand here, watched by two different defenders. Centering feed in front has Araujo. Quick shot saved there by Usiglio. Puck went off the skate, ended right up onto Araujo's stick, but she couldn't quite bury it. As now Salerno now has to wait for her teammates to touch back up. Salerno, the goal scorer, trying to drop past nobody home. Now comes out to Sheblin to DeGuire, who let a shot go, goes off the back end boards, and Salerno will go to work here behind the end line. She gets taken down here by Waltz. Player gets knocked down in front. Connecticut maybe looking for a penalty on Sheblin, not there. Stepping up, however, missing the puck is DeGuire. As now Abigail Fuzailov will just dump it forward and give her a chase as Hoffman will retreat into her own zone here for the Lady Isles. Salerno tries to poke it out on the right side. Kept in there, though, nicely by Erica Ferry of Connecticut before it squirts back out into her own zone. Flipped ahead by Wynn. Slowed down and held there by Dima. Wynn will chop at it again, and now Connecticut has a chance here for a 4-on-3. Wynn lets a shot go. Blocked down in front. Looks like it hit DeGuire.
Last minute of play in the period.
Continue to go to work here. Comes out of the line. Trickles all the way in. We'll see if the goaltender comes out to play. Dusiglio does. Only sweeps it barely into the corner, though. Centering feed, no one home. As the Lady Isles had two forecheckers down deep. Pilson now drops it back over to her defense partner Spears. 38 seconds left here in the first period. Spears will pivot. Trying to get it in the up man to Emma Hayes. Not there. Kept alive by Duvall, however, for Connecticut on the backhand. She goes in awkwardly into the boards. Takes out Salerno as well. The two of them along the half wall. 20 seconds left here in the first period. So bouncing puck comes out through center. Quick shot by Olmsted. Saved there. Kicked out by Romano. Hayes now along the half wall trying to clear it out herself. Having a little bit of trouble there. She'll ring it around the boards along the dasher. Comes up on the near side, and Pilson will have a chance to clear. Has Hubert stretching out for a breakaway pass, but just a little bit too far. 1 second on it, and covered up there by Usiglio as time expires here in the first period.
I think we got a penalty at the last second there. An unsportsmanlike conduct penalty called at the buzzer against Brooke Hubert. So that'll start the second on the power play. Lady Islanders penalty number 19, Brooke Hubert, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes. That's Hubert, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike and 15 minutes. Like they just said that she went in too hard on the goaltender as the horn sounded there.
I think so. Might have put a bunch of snow right up in the face. And maybe they're saying that Hubert probably should have skated out of the way instead of stopping short. She wasn't going to be able to skate to the puck anyways, but she knew time was running out. Might not have known exactly the time that was there. Nonetheless, that'll be a power play opportunity here for Connecticut to start the second period and a chance to try to tie this game back up.
Yeah, and it's weird because the shots in the first period were 8-3 Islanders. They definitely had a better play. You would think that they would be ahead by more than just the one goal that they are. And a power play opportunity for Connecticut here to tie this game up to start the second period.
So again, we'd like to thank everybody for joining us here live on YouTube, courtesy of LadyIslanders.org. If you're watching on the monitors inside the lobby, we thank you as well. If you want to send out the link to family and friends, it's available on LadyIslanders.org. You head onto the homepage, click it. It'll take you right over to the YouTube channel.
We got a problem here. Hey, they figured it out. You can't
We've had
players.
issues with earlier games here where the referees didn't catch that there was a penalty out there and it had been 5-on-5 for several seconds. Referees thankfully able to catch this here as we were about to blow the horn. And nonetheless, we'll start the second period here as the Islanders down 1 here.
And it'll be taken ahead by the Lady Islanders shorthanded. Emma Hayes moving in on the right side. Hayes gets around the defender who falls down. Hayes still with it. Hayes cuts up left side. Centering pass right in front. And a great back check coming there by Olmstead at the last moment to prevent that one-timer and deflecting it over the top. Actually, that was Ferry, not Olmstead, who did that, as it is knocked into the netting, and the faceoff will stay here in the Northern Light zone.
Yeah, it was Samantha Spears right at the top of the goal crease. She was looking for the deflection in front, and her stick got almost ripped out of her hands as cutting across to try to block that was Olmstead.
The faceoff is controlled by the Northern Lights, and they will bring it ahead into the Lady Islanders zone, trying to set up a power play here early in the second period. 1-0 Lady Islanders with the lead. The puck down low all the way out to the right point. Ferry a shot, and it's Ferry deflected into the corner. And taken down there by Grace Dima. Centering pass side of the net. They worked it all the way to the right side. Nguyen missed it, and it's deflected on goal, and a save, and the rebound is shot wide by Duvall, who had her stick tied up after Romano made the first stop. Puck comes around the boards again the other way.
That was Samantha Spears again, a great stick lift tying up that stick from Duvall. Couldn't get a shot on it, even though the net was wide open on the backside.
Duvall looking to get there in the left corner. She'll let it go. And it's taken there back to Duvall as she switches places down there as the puck comes out to the side, knocked away by Spears again. Spears trying to play it up the right side. 40 seconds left on the power play. Taken back by Duvall, out to the point. Ferry had some trouble with it. And here come the Lady Islanders on the shorthanded break. It's Hayes. Hayes moving in. Hayes shoots, scores!
It's Melissa Arujo.
41, who took it, and she makes it 2-0. Lady Islanders on the shorthanded tally. A minute and a half into period number 2.
Yeah, beautiful play at the blue line. You saw that kind of being dangerous there, and she gets an unassisted shorthanded goal. Lady Islanders goal scored by number 41, Melissa Arujo. Shorthanded, unassisted. Time of the goal, 1:31 of the second period. That's 41 Arujo, unassisted, shorthanded at 1:31 of the second period.
I'm really amazed at the way that this clock works, though, because we started this period with the full 2 minutes on, and somehow there's a
15 minutes, and this is
second differential between the penalty clock and the game clock. The mysteries of time as the puck is shot on goal and scooped with the glove off the shot there from Lexi Hoffman.
Yeah, Suglio able to grab that with the catching glove there, so 2-0 lead here for the Lady Islanders. But we've discovered that math can be hard and complicated today when it doesn't necessarily be like it, and the clock is filling that perfectly right now.
Puck shot long from the point, knocked down, and then a chance from Hoffman goes wide into the corner.
So Dwyer let that one rip from the point.
The Northern Lights had a couple of good chances on the power play, but then Arujo stole the puck, went down for the shorthanded breakaway goal, and the rest of the power play was all Lady Islanders as it expires now. And we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. 2-0 Lady Islanders lead us. Ooh, 3 players collide right in front of us. All go down. The worry is with the skates, as Waltz, the last player to get up there, rejoins the action as it's sent ahead into the Islanders zone. Getting back for it. And skating her way through center, Salerno. She scored the first goal, got her skate tied up with Provost. as it's sent in off the backboards. Coming over to the right side, Nguyen will play it for the Northern Lights, poked away from her. And then working her way out into the middle is Jolie Waltz, and a shot popped up in the air and patted away by Romano.
Yeah, she had to be careful there. She popped it straight up. She almost had to bat it a second time to keep it out of the net.
Here come the Lady Islanders, 3-on-2. If they can hurry it up. Kowalski able to get it over to the left side. And then a big slap shot there goes wide. That one taken by Hubert. Comes over to the right point and not held in. And back regrouping in the neutral zone, it's Emma Hayes. Dumps it into the Northern Lights end. Back out to center. DeGuire sends it on just wide of the goal. Steered it into the corner there by Useglio. And then a shot all the way down. They got a chance for a lead break the other way. Moving in on a shot saved by Romano. The rebound popped up in the air. It goes over into the corner. That was Duval who had the chance. And Romano making the big save to keep it 2-0.
Yeah, great challenge by Romano, coming out way beyond the top of her crease to challenge Duval on that shot. Able to block her it up into the air.
Here's Duval again, left side. Got someone cutting to the net. Pass comes through the right side shot, and another save by Romano. That against Dima. Rebound again to the left side. Duval couldn't get it. And two big saves by Maddie Romano to keep it 2-0. And here come the Lady Islanders 2-on-1. Salerno on the right side. Salerno, a shot blocked nicely. Coming back there was Lexi Nguyen for the Northern Lights to break that play up, and she will skate it ahead for Connecticut. Over the red line, going with speed to her left. Pass is blocked, comes behind the net, chipped away towards Duval on the left side. She has been very active for the Northern Lights so far, but the Islanders get it away. And a long cross-ice pass settled down there on the left side by Hoffman. Goes towards the net, shot wide and high. Off the glass behind, Lady Islanders changing. 4.5 gone by second period. Shorthanded goal, Melissa Arujo, the only tally in the frame. As DeGuire shoots from the point, it goes well wide in the left corner. Stepping up there from the left point is Sheblin. Able to hold it in, comes around to the other side. And getting to the puck first is Olmstead for Connecticut. Sends it ahead off of Hayes. Hayes able to retrieve it. Sends it down low. It goes past everybody into the corner. Salerno trying to shed the defense there. Can't quite get to the puck cleanly. As it's chipped up to the point. Held in by DeGuire. Second attempt. DeGuire sends it across the ice. Taken by Sheblin there. Sheblin sends it down low. Tipped towards the net. It just sits behind. Arujo gets to it. Sends it over to the right side. And Saroy takes the puck for the Northern Lights. Can't clear it. Waltz able to get it up to Saroy, and she is denied again. Third time for Waltz. And all the way out now past Duval and into the neutral zone. Now shot right back in by the Lady Isles. And Duval will get it back out in the neutral zone. Couldn't control it cleanly. And chipped off of the left leg of Melissa Arujo back into the Isle zone. Back around the boards it comes. First one to it is Catalano. Rihanna Catalano, we saw a couple of good shots from her in the first period on the right wing. Now she's on the left trying to chase this puck down. Olmstead takes it behind her own net. Olmstead up the left side. And it is DeGuire stepping up in the point, but two Isles collided with each other. And another one falls down as they're still, despite that, able to get it on goal. And the shot is stopped and the rebound held as well by Seglio in front with all those sprawling bodies. I think the last shot was from Catalano with 8:49 to go in the second.
Yeah, Brianna Catalano got the first shot and then tried to punch in her own rebound. It was still a bouncing puck. Just couldn't get enough stick on it to lift it up and over Usiglio.
Face off to Usiglio's left will be Dima Catalano. Or I'm sorry, that is Hoffman for the Islanders. And the puck out to the right point. Held in by Pilsen on a couple of attempts. And it comes back down low. Corner centering pass is loose in the high slot and eventually picked up by Olmstead. And she will skate it ahead for the Northern Lights. Trying to get her way past Spears. Can't do it. Samantha Spears having a really good game defensively so far.
Yeah, that pairing of Pilsen and Spears both doing a great job offensively and defensively here for the Isles.
Dima brings it in, drops for Olmstead. Olmstead a shot, popped up in the air and goes over the top of the glove of Romano, but it goes harmlessly into the corner. Behind the net, chipped at by the Isles and taken on the right side by Hoffman and cleared out, and a chance for a break. Here comes Hoffman up the right side. She shoots, save, rebound, poked at and covered by Seglio away from the pressure from Catalano.
And I think Hoffman might want that one back. She was able to elevate the puck, but really couldn't pick a corner. Ends up hitting the chest there of Osiglio, and the rebound comes out, and Isles just unable to punch that in here now with 8 minutes left in the second.
Face-off will be to Seglio's left. Both teams change. And Hayes, let's see who that is for the Northern Lights on the draw, but Hayes wins it. Nice spin move there to send it down low from Hubert. Comes around the boards. Taken by Kowalski in the left corner. Sends it behind the net for Hayes. Poked away. And Soroy turns with it. Has it taken away from her. Kowalski, nice job into the slot. Couldn't get the pass across. Hubert from a sharp angle sends it wide. And it comes around the boards and held in nicely. Good hustle. Getting over by Shevlin to the left side, but then it's taken away. And here comes Duvall. One-on-one into the Islanders zone. Duvall tried to shoot it through the defenseman's legs and was blocked easily by DeGuire into the corner. Comes up to the left half wall and then shot back deeper by Waltz. DeGuire watching her. Waltz down on her back now. Gets back up and the puck around the boards. DeGuire sends it up. They have a player leaking ahead. Hubert can't find her as it is picked up by the Northern Lights. Waltz on the left side brings it into the Islanders zone. Past the midway point of regulation, a goal in each period for the Lady Isles, and they lead the Northern Lights 2-0. Reverse field and a pass up the right side, and Hubert's got a step, and she's got Kowalski on her left. Hubert shot. She just blasted one from the right wing, comes all the way around on the wide shot back into the Lady Islanders zone, where it's chased down there by Spears. Spears holds it behind the net. It's a little screen from Pilsen. Spears sends it out to center. Shot back in by Olmsted. And comes behind the net. It'll be taken there by Pilsen for the Lady Islanders. Up the left side, poked at, and away from Dima. Dima getting tied up there with Hoffman. The puck is out to center, and Dima's got it. Chance for a 3-on-2. She's got Provost on her left. Silov behind her, drops it off, and a good pick pocket there by Pilsen to take it away. Just a little too far for Salerno rather, on the break the other way, and it's back towards the Islander zone. Salerno has it again. Salerno gets past Dima. Salerno goes to her left. Salerno into the Northern Light zone. Centering pass goes through everybody, and in the right wing corner. Picked up there and centered again right through everybody by Hoffman. And first to the puck, the Islanders, but then turned over and then shot all the way down by Harley Provost. This will not make it for an icing. It's taken by Pilsen behind her own net. Pilsen up the left side. A couple of players ran into each other on the Islanders there. Couldn't get the puck out cleanly. Fazilov able to send it down low. Pilsen will try it again. Gets away from Provost. Now Fazilov on the forecheck. Long pass. And she's got her teammate up ahead there. That's Arujo again moving in. Shoot, save. And the rebound is still loose. Poked at, it's loose again and put in, but the whistle blows. Whistle definitely blew before Arujo got the puck in. And the referee, I think, just lost sight of it. It was definitely loose from where we could see, but he was on the other side of the net and could not see the puck. And the whistle sounds with 5:02 left. And the Lady Islanders denied a third. Actually, we're going to get a penalty here, so he didn't lose sight. Just a penalty, I think, but they haven't come over to tell us that there is a penalty. There's going to be an explanation instead to the coaching staff, and now here comes the penalty call. That is a goaltender interference call against Emma Hayes. So 5:02 to go in the second period, and the power play coming up for the Northern Lights, trailing 2-0.
Islanders penalty to number 11, Emma Hayes. 2 minutes for goaltender interference. Time of the penalty, 9:58 of the second. That's the Islanders 11, Hayes. 2 minutes for goaltender interference at 9:58 of the second.
Again, the Lady Islanders had too many players to start the shorthanded situation.
I was actually really surprised the whistle wasn't blown earlier after the first initial stop by Usiglio, and Hayes wound up crashing in, and I think that's what really jarred and loosened up that puck. So I think the right call is made here by the referees, despite the puck eventually going in.
So, second power play for the Northern Lights. Skated up the left side, and taken back and cleared down by the Lady Isles. Olmsted will go chase it down behind her own net. Shorthanded goal earlier in this period by Melissa Arujo on the Northern Light power play, who had a couple good looks earlier in the power play as we get an offsides against the Lady Islanders before Arujo got the steal at the blue line and went end-to-end to make it 2-0, and that's where we stand here. 33 seconds gone by in this power play. 4:28 left in the second.
Yeah, the Islanders done a great job in transition. You see them go from their blue line to the opponent's blue line very quick, very swiftly with some nice, sharp, crisp passes, and has allowed them to have a couple great chances as soon as they've entered the zone.
Islanders send the faceoff forward into the corner of the Northern Lights end. And Duval will try to come out the other way. Gets it up on the right side to Nguyen. Lexi Nguyen moves in, and a shot popped up in the air off a defender's stick, goes behind the cage. A couple players reach for it. Nobody could get it. Comes back to Nguyen in the high slot. Wrister scores! Ooh. Roofed one. And Lexi Nguyen on the power play makes it 2-1.
Power play goal gets them back into this game, cuts the deficit down. Certainly make things interesting here now going forward.
Another unassisted goal. We've seen a lot of the goals today have been unassisted. A lot of great individual plays.
Connecticut goal scored by number 41, Lexi Nguyen, on the power play. Time of the goal, 10:55. That's 41 unassisted. Nguyen on the power play at 10:55.
Puck is shot back in. So their power play is now even for the game. One shorthanded goal, one power play goal on the Northern Lights man advantage. As the puck is popped up, taken by Dima, and she will bring it ahead to Soroy in the neutral zone. Soroy shoots it wide of the net and taken behind the cage by Spears for the Lady Islanders. That was a great shot by Nguyen too, just under the crossbar. As Spears with speed into the Northern Lights zone, gets around Ferry. Spears, a centering pass that's sitting on the side of the net there. She's able to dislodge it, and the puck then trickles behind the cage. Wraparound chance save, and it's fought for and battled for, and finally the whistle as three of the Islanders either lost their stick or were knocked down. And doesn't look like we're going to get a penalty coming out of this situation. It was a good job by Useglio to find the loose puck, and we'll get the face-off to the right of Useglio. Moving it to the left with 3:25 to go in the second.
A couple jabs at it there. The referee right on top of that one that time saw the loose puck, allowed the play to continue for a few seconds before finally blowing that whistle.
And the Isles changed their defense pairing on this face-off. It is tied up and eventually picked up by the winger, Hubert.
Wraparound chance,
She
nice
tried,
play.
yeah, good stop there. Hubert off the face-off win. And the puck is sent along the boards. DeGuire steps up, able to hold it in. And it's wrapped around the boards, blocked behind the net by Kowalski. Tried to get it over to Hubert, could not do it. Dima, the pressure, put on by Hubert.
She's one of the tallest players on the island.
Sends it, hits the back of the net.
Nice long stick, able to reach around and get the pucks that a lot of people can't get to.
Another turnover in front, whacked at, and Dima trying to get there. Northern Lights out of gas here as another turnover and a shot down low. It's jabbed at. It's still loose in the slot. Backhand shot save. Useglio. Rebound loose again. And it's still fought for. And eventually Soroy couldn't get it. Coming all the way over is Sheblin from the left point to stop it. And then wrapped around the boards again on a clearance attempt by Nguyen. Stopped by Hubert. Trying to get it down low to Kowalski. As this is a great shift for the Lady Islanders. Finally they clear it. Oh, she got hit. Duval got hit up high as she tried to clear it. No malice on that play. Just looked very awkward for her. But finally the Northern Lights clear it and can change with about 2 minutes to go here as a stretch pass hits Hubert. Lost control for the moment. Waits for everyone to come up. 2 minutes to go in the second. And a pass across the right side for Lexi Hoffman. Couldn't reach it. And Olmstead will bring it back into the Lady Islanders zone. Taken by DeGuire. A dangerous pass, almost turned over right in front of the net to Provost, but she couldn't connect with it cleanly. Shot back around the boards by Olmstead. Fazilov in the right wing corner. Centering pass hit a skate and then turned behind the net and taken by DeGuire. DeGuire gave it away to Fazilov side of the net. Out to the point. And a good stick check there. Looked like Ferry had a hold of Hubert's stick, but they let things go, and here comes Fazilov. Chance for a 2-on-1. Centering pass across to Provost, and a good job getting back to break up the play by Hoffman. Comes over to the left side. Olmstead, though, holds it in. Olmstead, centering pass blocked in front of the net. Good sustained pressure here by the Northern Lights, but here comes Arujo the other way for the Lady Islanders. Arujo tries to get around the defender, who takes the body, Nguyen, and it's covered up by Seglio with 1:01 left in the second.
And another good rush there by Arujo. Just can't quite get a stick on it as it's coming down a little bit too far out of the reach. But we see Melissa Arujo leak out and make that play right at the blue line. There's a couple chances so far in this game. She was able to bury the one short-handed. They might need another one here later on, as after some sustained pressure, Connecticut getting themselves back into this game.
Face off to the right, Seglio. It is
1 minute remaining in the second period. 1 minute.
One by Hayes out to Pilson. Pilson sent towards the net. It goes through everybody. Sorry, that was Spears on the left side, Pilson on the right as the puck goes into the corner. Down to 45 seconds. Puck cleared out to center. And Spears will play it back at her own blue line. Chased there by Dima. Spears still chased further backwards and then gives up the puck on the right side. Sent behind the net. Soroy will get there first. Watched there by Pilson. Ran into one of the officials, which gave the puck back to the Lady Islanders. And then it's going to be brought up the right side by Hayes. 2-on-1 down low. Hayes sends it across. Arujo back in front. It's still loose. Whacked at and held by Seglio.
Surprised Hayes didn't take that. The pass was a lot harder than the open shot she had. She could have tried to pick a corner one way or the other. And instead able to get it actually over to Arujo. Puts a quality backhand shot on Seglio.
Yeah, Arujo on the left side, a right-handed shot, only had a backhand opportunity there. And Seglio makes the good save. 14.1 seconds left.
And Hayes, that left-handed shot coming down the right side, was able to square up and get a good clean look. That's why I said I was surprised she went backhand to pass it over to Arujo.
Nguyen wraps it around the boards. 7 seconds to go in the period. Held in at the point for the moment. Now it's out, and that'll do it for the second. The specialty teams goals both ways. Melissa Arujo short-handed, and then Lexi Nguyen on the power play. As each team gets a goal in the second, Islanders outshoot the Northern Lights 10-5 in the second. They are ahead in total shots 18-8. But it's only 2-1 on the scoreboard as we go to the third period. The final period of regulation here on a very long day today. And we'll see if the Lady Islanders can close the game out with a victory.
Yeah, Seglio has played well considering the number of bodies and sticks that have been in her crease. She's been pushed and battered around and slapped at a couple different times, and she's only given up the 2 goals. Both of them quality shots and pseudo breakaways or at least odd man rushes. So you have to like their chances. Connecticut saying, hey, we might be outplayed here for the first 2 periods. We're only down by 1. We're playing well enough. We had some sustained pressure there at the end of the second period. And if you're the Lady Islanders, you're thinking of ways of how to get back to that first period where you came out of the gates with some serious work and some serious pressure. Really put a lot of shots on Seglio.
And Seglio's done a good job controlling the rebounds. The Lady Islanders took a penalty and really getting aggressive, trying to whack away at that puck, but Seglio's done a good job to keep it from squirming away from her and giving up too many rebound chances. As the team switch ends, the Northern Lights are out there ready to go, and Lady Islanders get their little chant going, and they are out as well as we get ready for the third period. It's 2-1 Lady Islanders here in Dix Hills.
So the final period, hopefully here. We don't want to see any more overtime after we went through the double overtime previously here. The third period underway. Emma Hayes tied up on the draw there with Dima. Still waiting for the puck to come out before Dima is able to chip it past Spears. Spears now will take her time back behind her own net, use it to her advantage, spin it around, looking for Salerno. Now Hayes will help her out. Salerno has Arujo way ahead and could be a 3-on-1. Hayes looking in the front, backdoor pass. Arujo trying to hit Salerno on the back door. As Hayes, Salerno, and Arujo, that top line here for the Lady Islanders, had another great chance. Pilson will have to race back here into her own end. She wins the battle there as it was sent in by the Lady Islanders, so no icing. Bouncing puck here along the near side. Islanders have to retreat. Pilson will be back behind the end line again. Pushed along the end boards. Soroy checking her. And Salerno, a drop pass for Emma Hayes. Again, her and Arujo ahead. If she could get there to Arujo a little bit too far, however, could have been a 2-on-0, and Arujo will have to wait in the corner here. Drop pass leaves it for Salerno. Islanders change the defensive groupings. Out there now is Sheblin. 1-on-1 with Duvall. Duvall able to gain the edge around the corner. Sheblin with a good recovery, though. Forces the puck off the side of the net. Bouncing play along the near side. Waltz there for Connecticut. Jabbing at it before it squirts out to the high slot. And now flipped up ahead, and Salerno will go off to the bench for a change. Fresh off the bench, though, is Hoffman. However, Waltz takes it away at center ice, and now Araujo will skate it in. 1-on-2, makes a nice move left side, opens herself up for a shot, lets the backhander go, deflected into the corner off the stick of Olmstead. And she fires that all the way around. DeGuire will stop it at the point. Drops it down for Hoffman. Drop pass across, centering feed through a lot of sticks, bounces up and around before it's grabbed there by Waltz, who tries to clear it along the near side, looking for Provost. Waltz will try again. This time she clears it at least as far as center. Over to the right side, a little bit out of control, as Catalano has a tough time with the puck in between her skates, and in doing so, forces the play off sides.
And a nervy start to this third period. The one chance, I think, Araujo and Hayes and Salerno just one too many passes there. And get very fancy tic-tac-toe. Otherwise, not much in the first couple minutes in terms of chances.
Face-off just outside the Connecticut zone. 12:56 to play here in the third and final period. 2-1 Lady Isles lead. Scored one goal in the first, one goal in the second. Power play goal for Connecticut, cut the lead down to 1. Soroy now, drop it in. DeGuire plays it all on the half boards. Looking for Catalano. Now picked up by Sheblin. Trying to stick handle her way through center. Makes a move, gets tripped down there for a moment. Stays on side, however. Catalano chops at it. Hoffman will go in. Catalano and Hoffman collide in the corner there. DeGuire now lets a slap shot go towards the net off the back end boards, and it rattles around into the corner. Puck comes up and out of the zone, and Sheblin will have to give chase behind her. Leaves it there for DeGuire. She's got to get back if DeGuire loses this. She could be an odd man rush. There's 3 high forecheckers here for Connecticut, trying to force the issue on the turnover. And now back the other way. This is Hoffman trying to dance around one defender, trying to get around McWin there. And sent back around. Up along the near side, stopped by Sheblin. Will bang it back home. Now working behind the net, this is Hubert. Hubert, center feed, goes off the side of the net and then grabbed by Olmstead, who's then able to dump it out through center. However, DeGuire is back and sends it back over to Sheblin. She's watched there by Duval. Backhands it up to Hubert in front of the scorer's table. Catalano, though, collides with Olmstead, leaves Hayes wide alone, puts a shot through! And it goes in! Emma Hayes puts up one here, pushes the Islanders' lead to 2. And after Catalano absorbed a hit right at the blue line, Hayes is able to squeak forward.
Lady Islanders goal scored by number 11, Emma Hayes. Scored unassisted, time of the goal 3:36. That's Hayes unassisted at 3:36.
So I don't know if you heard the referee there, however. He said that there was a delayed penalty technically on Olmstead there. However, with Hayes scoring the goal, nullifies the penalty. And the Islanders will take that gladly as they push the lead back up to 2. They led 2-0 in the second period, now lead here 3-1 with 11:07 to play in the third period. Provost will chop it down there for Connecticut before it's picked up by Spears. Looking for an outlet pass to Hubert. Finds her along the near side. Hubert with some speed, gains the blue line, will dump in. Pushed off there by Alexei Nguyen. And now turnover here. Backhand by Kowalski in front. Has Spears cutting down from the defensive spot. Turnaround chance. Knocked away again. So that goes into the corner by Ferris. There's an Islanders player down. It looks like Kowalski right in the slot. Pilsen will chase back here, though, all the way back into her own end. Up ahead to Hubert. Across for Kowalski. Watched carefully by Provost. Before Connecticut turns it over. A nice play here, though, by Salerno, fresh off the bench. Can't quite keep her balance, though, or else she would have had a scoring chance. As now it's pushed and forced ahead by Provost. Collision at the red line. Provost and Salerno a little more pushing and shoving. That's Olmstead now jumps into play. And now Melissa Araujo takes it up right wing. Lets a slap shot go up and over the net. And actually goes so far, goes up into the mesh netting.
Yeah, Araujo, I've seen her brother for the Royals take some good hard slap shots on the point. She's not afraid to blast one as well. Earlier showing the speed on the breakaway shorthanded goal.
10 minutes even left here in this game. Faceoff will actually be on the top of the offensive circle inside of the Connecticut zone to the left there of Usiglio. Faceoff one back by Hoffman, but it comes out of the zone, so the Isles have to retreat here. Dangerous play there, though, however. DeGuire loses that one. Could be a 2-on-0 the other way. Now gaining the zone. The Islanders here. Salerno, Hoffman, and Arujo up front. As Sheblin and DeGuire back low. Duvall's going to try to win the race here, however, but the icing's already been called. And with 9:39, we'll redo the faceoff back in the offensive zone.
Yeah, you mentioned that play by DeGuire. Able to hold on with two Northern Lights players pushing her.
I think it was
after
Dima,
the faceoff win.
Dima and Soroy are both right there. That's one of those dangerous plays. We saw it actually on the shorthanded goal by Arujo, where if you're handling it there and you have two players right on you, if you don't make the right pass immediately, it can end up going back the other way. Face-off tied up here. Connecticut able to win it out, send it down the length of the ice. It's going to go far enough for an icing. We'll just redo this. No, it's going to be waved off.
I don't know why.
It was clear as day sent through, unless it was deflected off of an Islanders player, but I don't think it did.
The one official had like a weird smirk on his face. Like, I don't know why he waved it off, but he did.
So now DeGuire will send it back around. Up on the near side to Arujo, trying to chip it forward for Emma Hayes. Duvall, though, corrals it. Before Sheblin will send it forward. Olmstead picks it off at neutral ice and sends it up forward for Duvall with some room. Duvall steps up, let a wrist shot go, off of DeGuire. Ends up back behind the net. Sent all the way around. Salerno's got to watch out. Ooh, tough knee-on-knee collision there between Salerno and Olmstead. Olmstead looking like they're getting the worst of it. An up pass for Arujo just a little bit too far. Might go far enough for an icing, and it is. And this will come back the length of the ice.
Arujo tried to turn up and pick up speed as she went to go chase the puck, and it just hopped over her stick. And leads to the icing back the other way. As Salerno got up from that collision with Olmstead and heads to the bench.
So face-off here will be to the right of Romano, a name that we haven't really called too much. She hasn't faced a number of shots. She did give up the one power play goal earlier in the second period. But other than that, really hasn't had too much work for her so far this game. Up along the near side. Bouncing pass there for Stapleton. She can't handle it as Connecticut now go back into the zone. Stapleton up against the boards. Wrist shot from the point. Pad save there. Nice kick out by Romano. Off the shot there from Lexi Nguyen. Near side, Stapleton again will push it forward. A little drop pass across. This is Hoffman trying to dance her way through. Nice drop pass for a one-timer. Pushed just wide, however. That was Catalano. Looking to drive one home and push the lead one more to 4. As Hoffman will give chase here into the corner. Has time, not really challenged, able to flip it over to herself. Catalano now trying to give and go back to Hoffman, just a little bit behind her. As now Spears will backhand it down low, and Catalano there with a bump. Nothing called there as the two players collide. It's like a kind of a shoulder Jolie Waltz of Connecticut holding it there for a moment. And now Catalano again trying to play it up and around Ferris. Ferris able to stop it, doesn't know where the puck is. And Catalano will send it down low. Emma Hayes now comes off, and the Islanders are going to be able to get a full shift in here on the offensive zone. Hayes and the two defensemen, the only ones there, as reinforcements of Huber and Kowalski come out. Just a tad bit late before it's the turnover. Hayes with a shot, just goes off a defender into the corner. And she'll go ahead and grab. Good offensive zone pressure here for the Islanders. As the puck trickles out of the zone, however, and Spears will have to retreat to our own blue line. Looks for the up pass, has Hubert. Hubert, though, spinning with some speed, has to retreat pretty much back to where Spears started on that pass. And Hubert with that long reach, the long strides, using her speed into the zone. Now along the top of the circle, working around, looking for somebody in front, tries to feed it, goes off the back of the net. Out to Pilson, who will slap it back down low for Hubert. Before it's rejected all the way back out. Could be a break here for Provost. And a nice stick lift there by Spears. And a smart play by Romano, who will cover it here and force the faceoff with 6:52 here left in the third.
And good job there by Romano, as you said. Taking no chances, just getting it out of play before possible chip rebound. And this line, Soroy, Duvall, and Dima have been pretty frisky here in the latter half of the second and third period, creating some scoring chances.
Face-off one here by Alexi Hoffman. Sent around. Hubert chips it out for a moment before it's taken. Excuse me, that was Salerno. Bouncing puck by Sheblin off the side of the net. Now Connecticut will go to work before Hoffman takes it away. Olmstead reads the play, though, hops around. Salerno now with speed back behind the net, centering feed out to the point, chipped away. Nice read there, however, by Hoffman, who's trying to spring it up ahead. And here's Hoffman now, in all alone. She's got Salerno to her right, tries to get over it, can't do it. It's a nice poke check there by Useglio. And it turned into a 2-on-0 with the speed of Hoffman and Salerno as it sent the length of the ice. No icing is waved off. With 6 minutes to go here in the third, Islanders up by 2. Sent along the near side boards. Sent right back, however, into the corner. Dima for Connecticut trying to kick it over. Out in front, loose right there, in between the skates of Romano. She didn't quite see it right away. The Islanders escape out of that. Up to Salerno now right wing. Has Araujo cutting. Could be offsides, not called there. Araujo able to keep her feet in. Centering feed by Salerno is picked off by Duval. And now up to Soroy, who then will dump at the length of the ice. We'll see if it goes far enough for icing. It's waved off here again. As we tick down with 5:20 to play here in the third period. Taking some time here. This is Spears. Up the side. Out to Walt at the point. And then we'll dump it back in. Picked up by DeGuire. Long stretch pass has Araujo in all alone. Araujo on a breakaway from the red line in. Goes forehand, rips the shot, and scores! Melissa Araujo, her second of the game, pushes the lead 4-1 for the Lady Islanders. And that might be the icing on the cake here with 4:59 to play in the third.
Great move as well, as she went to the forehand side on a low hard shot. The Lady Islanders goal, her second of the game, scored by number 41, Melissa Araujo. Time of the goal, 10:01. That's Araujo, her second, unassisted at 10:01 of the third.
Want to add the assist there to DeGuire.
Yeah, someone made that great pass. The puck didn't
it was
magically get to
DeGuire,
her.
and I was kind of surprised.
Yeah.
There's a quick shot here on Romano. Is she holding it, or did it trickle in? I think she's holding it just in
Yeah,
between
I
her
think so.
pads. Considering Connecticut's not celebrating, so we'll add the assist there to DeGuire.
Add an assist on that Lady Islanders goal to number 10, Shelley DeGuire.
Yeah, she did make that great pass. Araujo was able to knock it down with her backhand and ring it around. So 4:44 to play here. Islanders now leading 4-1. Off the 2 goals from Melissa Araujo, both breakaways, one shorthanded, one at even strength. Catalano trying to go around. Bumped there by Waltz. Bouncing puck here, swept ahead by Fuzailov. Trapped by Pilsen. Able to avoid 2 defenders and at least get it out of the zone. Hoffman will try to play it across. Provost fans on it. Stapleton getting there first. Pushing up against Waltz, able to spring Hoffman. Hoffman into the zone, right wing, lets a high shot go. Goes high off the glass. She got a lot on that one. And it cycles all the way around and actually out of the zone. This is Fuzailov in on Pilsen. And Pilsen able to force her into another swarm of pink jerseys and force the turnover now with 4 minutes to play here in the third period. Spears working in the corners, able to send it all the way around. Provost and Pilsen will get there. Pilsen gets there first, chips it out to Stapleton, stopped by Waltz at the point. Sends it back down low deep. Spears behind the net. Able to get around, now up to Stapleton. Trying to chip it out of the zone, and she does, but it'll probably go far enough for an icing. And that'll be the call here with 3:36 left in the third.
At this point, looks like the Lady Islanders have this salted away. Might get another breakaway or two if the Northern Lights keep putting on the pressure. Cherry pick a couple people out there. Kind of a decent reward at the end of a long day of hockey.
A very long day. We started with our first game at 8:20 a.m. We were coming up here on a 11:15 tonight. We appreciate everybody hanging around here. Tony in the back, you've been here all day just like the rest of us. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Monitoring the booth and working the cameras as well. As Olmstead chased back into her own net there by Emma Hayes. Bouncing puck. Kowalski now back out to DeGuire at the point. Bouncing puck almost deflected in front there. Huber trying to get a stick on it. Was tied up. Sheblin now coming down from her defensive position. Cycles back around to the area she vacated, but Huber gets there on a good cover. Sends it back down low and reverses around to Kowalski. Kowalski will send it back. Sheblin should be there in the corner, and she is. Picks it up, able to walk in, now goes back behind the cage. Hayes in front. Kowalski trying to get it to her. Now tries to. Nice poke check by the goaltender and the netminder. The puck is loose before finally Useglio covers up.
Well, Seglio's done a good job in this game. As we've talked about a few different times. Able to hold on to a lot of loose pucks and withstand a lot of pressure put on her in front of the net. Not much you could do about those Araujo breakaways and the other couple good goals that the Islanders have scored.
She's done great with the amount of traffic that's in front of her, as we were mentioning. Not only loose pucks, but the second and third chance attempts there. She's been able to make those second and third saves. Right off the draw, Pilsen able to keep it alive. Bouncing puck almost in close. Chipped at there by Salerno, but another save. As we were just mentioning about those loose pucks in front. And Useglio able to hold that one. That was a wrist shot from Pilsen. Got deflected twice on the way and almost ended up on Salerno's stick. It would have been her second goal of the game as well. Face off here to the right of Useglio. 2:36 to go in the third. Hoffman will take the draw, goes forward with it, and then able to reach around with a backhand, trying to put it on center. Bouncing puck is just going to go far enough from Spears, but Pilsen with a nice cover, able to send it back in the corner and continue the forecheck. Salerno pinned up on the board, centering feed, save Useglio. Rebound is loose before it's finally swept out through center ice by Erica Ferry. It's not going to go far enough for an icing, I think, as Pilsen will race back here. Up along the far side boards, pops past Salerno. And Pilsen will have to give chase again back behind her own net. Absorbs a little bit of a hit there from Fuzailov. And Pilsen able to get it up on the near side. Right in front of the Islanders bench. Hoffman jabbing at it. 2-on-2 scrum. Third forward in now for Connecticut, but Hoffman able to backhand it out of the zone. Waltz will only be able to send it in and wait for her teammates to touch back up. They're still off sides here. As that's 41 there, that's Lexi McGeehan. And now Araujo leaking out again at the point. This is Hoffman, drop pass now to Araujo. Araujo looking to tee one up, gets stick checked the last minute, still gets the shot off as she falls into the corner, saved there by Useglio. And now sent the length of the ice. That most certainly be icing by
they
Provost.
waved it off.
And they waved off the icing just to keep it going here. As we tick down with 70 seconds to play here in the game. 4-1 the Islanders lead. Now again leaking out. Here's Araujo with 4 seconds trying to get it across. On the backhand, this is Hoffman trying to get it saved. Pushed in, and it's a goal! Just at the last minute, punched in there on that top line again with this goal. And the Connecticut bench upset about the icing, as that probably should have been icing. It looks like Salerno punched in for her second.
No, it's Araujo as the hat comes flying out. Who gets credit for the hat trick. The Lady Islanders goal, her third of the game, scored by number 41, Melissa Araujo. Assistant number 21, Lexi Hoffman. Time of the goal, 14:01. That's Araujo, her third from Hoffman at 14:01. Second hat trick. Or third game in a row we've seen a hat trick?
I think so.
Oh, no, we didn't see one last game, but we had both of the U10 games had hat tricks. And now timeout going to be called by the Northern Lights here. Timeout, Connecticut. I don't know exactly what use they're going to have of it, as they are down by 4 with under a minute to go and quickly send out their players. There wasn't much of a coaching session during that timeout. And it wasn't even one of those timeouts where they're going to spend the whole time yelling at the officials.
I think the referees didn't miss it. I think they were just trying to let it go, let the time keep going as the game was kind of decided at this point.
Would have been an icing on the Northern Lights. It wasn't like it was the other way.
I think it was an intentional icing just to try to get the fresh bodies out there. This is going to go far enough for an icing as well. Goaltender is pulled here. And it goes length of the ice. So the Northern Lights with their goaltender pulled, 46.8 seconds left. We'll have the extra skater on.
I like it. Why not?
At this point, there's nothing to fear. It's the last game of the evening here on this new rink. On this side for Pink the Rink tournament showcase, this is going to be our last game of the evening. We had 4 last night, 8 games, and a plethora of ones varying from under 10 to under 16 games. And as a face-off here, won by Emma Hayes, then quickly lost. This is Dima. Out and across, lost there. Nice poke check before Olmstead is able to send it back down low to Dima. Trying to give and go, comes out to Ferry, lets a shot go, deflected up. Still loose, glove down there by the Islanders. And Arujo will go ahead and skate away, looking for the empty net, trying to get the fourth, and she does!
Nice shot by Arujo from the red line.
She's a goal away from the Lemieux hat trick.
Oh, but she's not going to get the penalty shot goal.
She's not going to get the penalty shot goal.
And she's got 4. She's got 3 of the different ways. Empty netter, shorthanded, even strength. Lady Islanders goal scored unassisted in the empty netter, 4th of the game by number 41, Melissa Arujo. Time of the goal, 14:31. That's Arujo, her 4th at 14:31 of the third.
So the 6th goal here. The game's got a little out of hand towards the end here. Was 3-1 going into the third. This is Emma Hayes now trying to tack on another one. Goes in short side, save there.
It was only 2-1 going in the third period.
It was 2-1, correct? Yeah, that's right. It was 2-1 going into the third. The early goal.
3:36 in.
Just to get that up to 3-1, and then since then it's been all Islanders. 18.2 seconds left.
Arujo has scored 3 straight, so a natural hat trick for goals 2, 3, and 4 for her.
Face off one here, centering feet in front, looking for Hayes. She'll backhand it back over to Arujo. Up to Sheblin at the point. It's going to clear the length of the ice. We'll see if we get an icing here. Nope. Now they'll let it go just to end, as you can hear the Connecticut team just saying, let it go, ref, let it go. And that's the way this will end. So on our 8th and final game, the under-16 Lady Islanders beat the under-16 Connecticut Northern Lights. 6-1 is our final score. All 8 games were great. This is our final game here for the Pink the Rink annual tournament for breast cancer awareness. I'd like to thank everybody that joined us out in the lobby watching this game on LadyIslanders.org and on YouTube. We appreciate everybody for hanging out. For John Zerillo, who left a little bit early, Tony in the back on the cameras, Josh Hurst next to me, I'm Steve Catrone. Thank you for joining us throughout the day and this evening. We'll catch you guys next time, next weekend, for the Long Island Junior Royals game, which will be on FastHockey.com. Have a great night, and take care, everybody. We'll catch you next time.